Hey everybody, how we doing today? As some of you may know, some of my followers, I'm a big Joe Walsh fan. Um, Excellent guitar player, and I've acquired some of my style from Joe Walsh, and I appreciate him teaching me along the way. So anyway, there's a serious side to Joe Walsh, and then there's a comical side. All right, so this right here is his good friend David Crosby. You know him from Crosby, Stills and Nash, or Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. He passed away, and Joe sort of gave a little video of some stuff that him and David Crosby did a while back. So, without further ado, let's jump into that and give a look see.
I went sailing with David Crosby, and we did all the islands. Didn't go on them all. We went around to the back side, not the mainland side of a lot of the islands. One of the ones we went to was San Clemente, and that's closed because that has always been firing grounds for practice. We went down about 80 feet. It's amazing down there in the kelp beds. There's an arch down there that David took me to. He knew right where it is. He's a master mariner, you know. Anyway, the Navy PT boat comes in and says, we've got to clear the harbor. Everybody's got to leave the island and go away. Crosby knew these guys. He went in and negotiated. I guess it was a case of beer that did it. But we got to tie up by the Navy boat. And I didn't know what was going to happen. But I was in my boat, which was a 41 foot, and his boat was like 90. But when the sun went down, there was a battleship 20 miles away that was firing shells at the island. The shells, by the way, are the size of a Volkswagen. You'd see way 20 miles away, the whole horizon would flash, and you would see the silhouette of the battleship. And it would go like that, and then you couldn't see the battleship. And about 8 seconds later, you would hear as the shell came overhead. And it would smash into the island. Like, you know? And this went on for about a half hour. But then after the shell hit, you would hear because the sound took so long to get there. And this was ridiculous. This was ridiculous. It went on for a half hour. And I never forget that experience. Crosby's a son of a gun, boy. He's so cool. The last one they did for a joke went right over my boat. And I thought, that's it. I thought it was the end of Dr. Strangelove. I thought, oh, fuck, here it comes. This is the last thing I'm gonna hear. And it went on and hit the island, but, and they all thought that was funny. And I had wet pants. There's my Crosby thing.
See, that's the serious side of Joe. He's a very, or he was, not so much anymore. He was back in his heyday he was a very, very destructive musician. Destructive, you know, hotel rooms and stuff like that. All right, so, all right, I'm gonna stretch this out and get you some more content. So hang on and see what's next. All right, so the joking side of Joe. Well, I don't really want to say that it's joking. I think that everything that all these comical stories that he tells, I think are actually true. I mean, because I can believe them. I mean, because that's the way it is. So let's let's get this one going because you're gonna love it.
Song,
Thank you, sir.
all night long.
Thanks for having me back.
Got Any Gum? Great title. Is there a story behind this?
Yeah, bum. I saw a bum a block away, and I knew he was going to ask me for spare change.
Yeah.
So I reach in. I'm all ready when he gets up to me. I said, here, help yourself. He says, I don't need any money. You got any gum?
There you go.
I said, that's it. That's it. This guy's a genius.
Now, let's hear.
Don't be nervous.
I'm not nervous. Let's hear your earthquake story.
Earthquake story.
Yesterday, you're in Los Angeles.
Yeah, what do we call this? On-the-spot reporter?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I wake up, right? And I'm moving slightly off the bed. And everything's going like this. And I go, oh no, I got the shakes again. And then I say, no, I didn't drink that much, really. Something's wrong. And then I fall off the bed and hit the floor and go boom, and I go, hello!
Yeah.
Because I'm used to having a go to bed call.
Yeah.
At hotels, they say, good morning, it's 7 o'clock, go to bed. Right? So I say, hello! And everything's doing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
But
this?
everything but me. And that's the switch.
Was. Was this your first earthquake experience? Or were you
No,
there
that
for
was
the
my
other one?
second.
Second one.
I was in the other one, but that was only 4 something.
Yeah, this was.
All right, now that's Joe on the comical side, but I really believe that. I think that's actually what happened. This was well, as you know, Joe during his life was did a lot of drinking and cocaine and stuff like that, but he became sober. He became sober and straightened his act up. So we're gonna leave it with that because I mean he's just an astounding human being. All right, so let's get on with the next one. So here he is with Craig Ferguson. Actually, he's a great comedian himself. He used to be on the Drew Carey show. If any is out there remember that. But anyway, I think that this is after he had pretty much straightened out his life and got sober. This is back in 2005. I do believe he had gotten sober at that point. So anyway, let's run this one here because it is funny.
My first guest tonight is one of rock and roll's all-time great guitar players. He sold millions of records as a solo artist and as a member of one of the legendary groups, the James Gang and the Eagles. Please, ladies and gentlemen, Joe Walsh, everybody. Joe.
Well, happy birthday!
That's nice. I'm glad you're a guitar player.
Me too.
No, you're a good guitar player, though. Well done. I think it's going to work out for you with a guitar.
Better than a job.
Yeah. When did you start playing the guitar?
It was actually 9th grade.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing one of those metal clarinets.
A metal clarinet,
Yeah,
you say?
you used to rent them, and they'd
Wait,
have
wait,
it be
wait a
metal
minute, wait a
one.
minute. I'm not a musician, but isn't the clarinet in the woodwind section?
Yeah, but for 9th graders,
They make metal ones.
it sounds the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A metal clarinet.
So
Okay.
I figured that I'm not going to get any girls playing this thing, and so I'd get a guitar.
Mm-hmm.
and
Metal or wood? The guitar.
You play metal,
You
yeah.
play a metal guitar.
But I didn't get any girls with that either. But I had a lot better time.
You had a better time?
Yeah.
You've been in the Eagles and the James Gang. You've got a career that spans quite a long time. I'm guessing that guitar got you some action.
Yeah.
Do you have that happen to you all the time?
Yeah.
You know what's happening? I'm getting your flashbacks.
Did that come off of me?
Yeah, I don't know. Man, that's freaky. I think that's from the old Tom Snyder days when he was
That could be.
pretty wild in those days, buddy, I tell you.
Well, yes, I got some action. Unfortunately, I don't remember. That's a good disclaimer, isn't it?
Do you ever bump into someone that says, "Hi, do you remember that great night in Cleveland?" And you say, "No."
I saw someone that looked vaguely familiar once, and I said, "You look vaguely familiar." And I proceeded to hear a story all about a lost weekend, shall we say.
Yeah.
And so now when people look familiar, I go the other way.
Yeah.
It's better.
That's the way to go.
Better that way.
That's the way to go. And you're back out on the road now, aren't you?
We're going to play California in August and
Yeah.
September.
Yeah?
Haven't played here in 10 years, I think.
Where are you going to play? Big enormo domes, the huge stadio things?
Yeah, some of them. Some small places,
Yeah.
too. There's a little bowl up in Santa Barbara we're going to play. That's 5,000 or something.
5,000. Yeah, it's hardly
Well,
worth doing.
We'll play
Yeah.
at Staples in the pond and around.
Nice. What's the difference between touring now and touring in the old days?
Well, we discovered sleep.
Yeah.
That's a big difference right there.
Yeah, that'll do it. This sleep thing you talk about, is this been part of rock and roll for long, or?
No.
No.
No, it's a recent development.
Yeah. What is the, at what point, because you know, the Stones are going back out again. You know, Mick Jagger is 62. I think Charlie Watts is like 80 or something.
Yeah, something
At
like
what
that.
point are you too old to actually rock?
Well, I don't know. When I get there, I'll tell you.
Yeah. You think? The blues guys play forever, right?
You know, one of my heroes is Benny Goodman, because he played Carnegie Hall
Yeah.
and sold it out. He was 82. So he's leading the charge. Les Paul's 90.
Yeah.
He still plays. So,
So you'll make it.
yeah, I'll make it. Hey, man, I hadn't planned on living this long.
I have to tell you, there was one time, you know, when you were on the Drew Carey show.
Yeah.
And I had to go. I had this thing where I had to go and work with Mick Jagger when I was writing a script, and it was such a big deal. I was going to work with Mick Jagger, and I was flying over to Europe to do it. And everyone said, "Oh, say hello to Mick for us. Say hello to Mick for us." And I was going, "Yeah." And then you said, "Say hello to Mick for me," and I went, "Yeah." Oh yeah. And then when I said, I never told you this. When I said to him, Joe Walsh says hello, he went, "Is he still alive?" That's amazing.
Yeah, I know. People lost a lot of money on me.
Yeah. Because you were a bit of a wild man back in the day.
I
weren't you?
was.
Yeah.
I was.
Is it true you used to carry the chainsaw around? Is that a true story?
Yes.
Why did you do that, Joe? Why?
Sometimes we would have issues with hotels. And the beauty of a chainsaw is you don't really have to start it up if you just show up with it.
Do you think music's missing that now? It's all very corporate and well behaved now, isn't it?
It is very corporate now, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a business now, and it used to be an art form, and that's a shame.
Yeah, it's because you used to have to record your music. You can fix everything now in the studio. You know, you don't have to be good.
I know. I know.
Does that scare you?
It's not as, well, I don't know. It's the digital age, you know. I'm an analog guy. I like knobs. Am I allowed to say that?
Yes. Yes. The way this show's been going tonight, that's mild, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's fine. Oh, we got to take a break. We'll be right back with Joe Walsh, everybody.
You know, the reason I appreciate Joe Walsh and his talent and his humor is because, you know, all these stories that you hear that he says and stuff that has been it's all true. It's all true stuff. You know, he doesn't hide behind, you know, a curtain or anything like that. This is all true. This is the actual Joe Walsh. You know, he tells stories, and some of them, like he said, he don't remember, and you know, it's just what he's told. And so then, you know, and he lives by that. But now with on this show here with Craig Ferguson, he has gained sobriety. He has given up smoking. He's given up alcohol. He's given up cocaine and other drugs that he may have been doing. He's given all that up, and he straightened his life up, and I commend him for that. Hats off to you, partner. All right. So anyway, let's go on back with this.
Back, my lovelies. Welcome back, my cheeky wee monkeys. I'm here with Joe Walsh. I don't know. It's the thing I do. Hey, you know, with the Eagles, do you think? It's just a suggestion. Maybe you could all wear the same suits and do a little dance number, like Boys to Men or one of those guys.
No.
All right. Just an idea. We were talking about back in the day when it was a little wild. There's some stories about you cheating death on a few occasions. I've heard one about. Is it true the thing about the alligator? What happened with the alligator?
Oh, the alligator.
What is it? It's kind of one. It's like the mud shark story.
Well,
What happened with the alligator?
I went down to Vero Beach, Florida, to the Dodger camp, the adult baseball fantasy camp.
Right.
And one of the coaches there said, "Hey, I know these two guys. They're local, you know." He says, and they go out in the Everglades, and they want to take you out in the airboat, and they're going to look for alligators, and it'd be just like National Geographic, you know.
I'd go, yeah.
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 I never dreamed we would actually find an alligator. But we did.
You did? How'd it go?
And this alligator was about 8 feet long. It was like a giant mussel with a lot of teeth. Yeah. And they shot it maybe 7 times, and that just got it mad. So it decided to get in the boat. And I decided to get out of there.
See, now that's a mistake.
That was
a mistake.
Yeah.
The alligator comes in, because all the alligator's buddies, presumably, are just as mad, and they're in the water.
There were some other alligators around, so they got me back in, but there wasn't room for both of us.
On the boat?
And I didn't have time to say, "Excuse me." You know.
See, I'm the Eagles, not the hands.
Yeah.
Not the hands. Did you ever your hands insured? Your hands. Man's a famous guitarist? It's a reasonable question. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have your hands insured?
I don't think so.
What if someone slams a door in your hand or something? How are you going to earn a living? Am I frightening you?
I never thought about it.
Really?
Yeah.
I think about it all the time.
You know, every once in a while I will hurt something or cut something with a knife, and it's amazing how we take our health for granted.
Yeah, especially near alligators.
Yeah.
Be a little careful.
I played once with a cast with a pick taped onto the cast. Yeah.
Playing like that? That must have looked good.
It sounded awful.
As long as it looks good, that's half the battle.
Yeah.
Joe, we got to run. It'd be great to see you again.
Okay.
Joe Walsh, everybody.
So, there we have it. The true life story of Joe Walsh. He's true to life. He doesn't lie to anybody. Incredible musician with the Eagles. And my guitar hero. He is my guitar hero. I don't know how many times I can mull that over, but he is my guitar hero. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, hit the like, the subscribe, notification bell. Share if you like. And you can hit the subscribe button all you want because it's free. Doesn't cost anything. Just hit it. It's free. So, the only thing I can say from here is I'll see you in the next video and see ya.